Get started. Good morning, good morning. We're going to do a restorative type yoga for today. So you'll need a set of blocks, a bolster or a pillow. If you don't have a bolster, you can also grab a strap if you'd like. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel, you can use a shirt and wrap it around. You can also use a band. So 2 blocks, a bolster, and a strap. Let's start today laying on our back. Let's actually go ahead and set the blocks up with the bolster since we're using that today. I dislike telling people to grab props and then we don't use them, so there's no point. Let's go ahead and make a T-like shape with our blocks. And then we're going to set the bolster on top. And then just have a reclined position on that bolster, propping your head up. If the bolster or the pillow or blocks are distracting, you can always set them off to the side and just have a seat laying down onto your back. We're holding here and breathing. You can rest your hands by your side, focusing here on your breath, palms facing up to receive. You are also welcome to draw one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, feeling your belly rise with your inhales and falling with your exhale. Full inhale, full exhale. And just holding here, maybe setting an intention for class this morning. I'm losing my blocks here. Just holding and breathing. All right, on your next exhale, gently rise up to a seated position. We are going to set that bolster off to the side. Keep it close by though. You can use one block under your hips. We're going to come to a seated position in easy pose. If you'd like to open up your hips slightly more, you can set the block under your hips. You're also welcome to have a seat directly on the floor. We're going to be stretching side to side, so you can bring a block over to the side to bring that earth closer to you when you reach your arms down. Starting with our hands on our knees, palms facing up. Maybe close your eyes, letting your knees fall open, allowing your hips to open. Coming back to your breath. Bring the crown of your head tall. Exhale, gently flutter your eyes open. Bring your palms face down on the tops of your knees. We're going to exhale as we press our back away, rounding our spine, caving your belly in. Inhale as you lift your gaze, bringing your hands towards your hips, arching your back. Exhale as you come through neutral spine, drawing your hands towards your knees, gazing towards the tops of your thighs. Inhale, drawing your hands towards your thighs. Gazing up, looking up, one more time of each. Slow exhale as your hands glide down towards your knees, rounding your spine away. Inhale as you draw your hands back towards your hips, gaze is lifted. Exhale to come back through center. Draw your arms down by your sides with your arms up high overhead. Holding and breathing. Cactus the arms, lift the gaze, draw the elbows down. Spread your fingertips wide. Inhale, lengthen your hands. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Really draw your shoulder blades together. Lift your gaze. Inhale, gaze comes forward, arms overhead. 2 more times. Exhale, lift your gaze, elbows pull down, fingertips wide. Inhale, lift. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, draw your elbows wide. Inhale, lift your arms overhead, gaze comes back forward. Release your right hand down to the floor or to a block. Left arm up overhead, left bicep to left ear. Feeling that stretch all along the left side body. Next inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale as you release your left hand down to the floor or to a block, reaching over left side body. Feeling that deep stretch all along the right side, right bicep to right ear. Come back through center. Both arms overhead, one more time on each side, just like that. Right hand down to the floor or to a block. Left bicep to left ear. Maybe stretching further this time. Rise up, stack the shoulders directly over the hips. Deep inhale. Exhale as you draw the left hand down to the floor, blocks. Right bicep to right ear. Inhale to rise. We're going to keep this motion going, but we're going to add on to it. Adding some heat to the upper body. Right hand down to the floor to a block. Left bicep to left ear. On your exhale, bend your elbow, cactus your left arm. Really spread your fingertips wide. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you rotate towards your right fingertips, drawing your left pinky towards your right thumb. They do not have to come into contact. Hold that extension of your left arm and draw it out around in front. Semicircle. Release your left hand to the floor or a block. Right bicep to right ear. On your exhale, bend your right elbow. Drawing your elbow deep behind your back, spread your fingertips wide. Inhale, lengthen, bicep to ear. Rotate, facing towards your left fingertips. Drawing your right pinky towards your left thumb. They don't have to touch. Hold that extension of the right hand and then draw that right arm out around in front. Semicircle all the way down. Bring your right hand back to the floor. Left bicep overhead. Left bicep to left ear. Exhale, cactus the hand. And extend. On our next breath, we're going to hold our right ear towards our right shoulder. As we rise up, tee out your left arm. Release your right hand from the floor. Place it gently on your left ear. Just holding that connection between your right ear and your right shoulder. Bring your left palm facing up and release your left hand down towards the floor. Draw that right arm forward, up. Draw a large circle, slow and controlled. Once you reach the top, draw that left arm back and down. Full circle. Maintaining that connection, right ear to right shoulder. As you draw large circles, slow and controlled with your left hand. Palm remains facing up. On the next one, we're going to reverse that circle. Draw your arm back, up, forward, and down. Keep it going. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Large circular rotations with your left arm. Last full circle. Once your left hand reaches towards the floor or to a block, you can also place it onto your thigh. We're going to gently pull our right hand in towards our left ear as we actively press our head upright. Gentle pressure, and then release. Gentle pressure, right hand down, left ear lifts, and release. One more time, just like that. Right hand down, left ear lifts, and release. Go ahead and draw both arms back down by your side. Chest is lifted. Maybe draw a few neck circles, left to right, right to left. Come back to center, drawing the crown of your head up nice and tall. Inhale, draw your arms up high overhead. Exhale, left hand towards the floor or to a block, right bicep to right ear. Bend your right elbow. Cactus arm, really spread your fingertips wide, drawing your shoulder blades together. Extend right bicep to right ear. Exhale, release your right pinky towards your left thumb. Hold that rotation. Draw that right arm down, around, in front. Right hand release down to the floor to a block. Left arm comes up high overhead. Deep inhale. Left bicep to left ear. Exhale as you bend the left elbow. Fingertips are wide. Inhale to extend. Exhale as you rotate down towards your right thumb. Left pinky towards your right thumb. Hold that extension. Draw that left arm out, around, in front. Full circle. Releasing your left hand to the floor to a block. Right bicep to right ear. Hold that connection here of your left ear and your left shoulder. And rise up. You can release your left hand off the floor if you'd like. Placing it onto your right ear. Just maintaining that connection of your left ear and left shoulder. Release your right hand out to a T. Bring your right palm facing up and release your right hand down to the floor. Noticing that stretch just as you extend that right arm long. Maybe you flip your palm up towards the ceiling, and then as you lower that right hand down. As you hold that connection, left ear, left shoulder, draw the right hand back and up, full circle. Once you reach the top, start to draw that right arm down, around, in front. Full circles here, letting your knees fall down towards the floor. Gentle pressure applied with your left hand towards your right ear. One more. As you release your right hand back towards the floor, we're going to reverse that direction. Right hand draws up, forward. Once you get to the top, start drawing that right arm back and down. 2 more times just like that. One more. And release your right hand to the floor or to a block, maybe towards your right thigh, maintaining your left hand onto your right ear. We're going to press the left hand gently down as we press that right ear up. Pressure on both sides and then release. Very gentle pressure. Right ear lifts, left palm down. And release. One more. Releasing your left hand from your right ear. Draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Maybe do a few gentle rolls side to side. Come back through center. Crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Arms by your side. Reach your arms up high. And release them down towards your sides. We're going to find our tabletop position. So rising up off of that block. Stacking your wrist over your shoulders. So your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes. We're going to press the hips back, stretching our calves. Just holding and breathing. Come Come back through tabletop, hold the toes tucked, hammock your belly down, lift your gaze, coming into cow. As you come through neutral spine, untuck your toes. Exhale as you press the earth away, coming into cow. Round your spine up away from the floor. Come back through neutral spine, tuck your toes. As you inhale, lifting your gaze. Arch your spine, hammock your belly down towards the floor. Come through neutral spine, untuck your toes, deep exhale, round your spine up towards the ceiling. Pressing into your finger pads. One more time through, coming through neutral spine, tuck your toes, deep inhale, gaze up, look up. Tuck your toes as you exhale, rounding your spine. Gaze towards the tops of your thighs. Come back through neutral spine. Flat back, maybe patter out your toes. From here, walk your fingertips towards the outer edge of your mat. You're welcome to hold it here. You can spiral your elbow creases in towards one another, enjoying that stretch. You can also rock your hips and shoulders from side to side. To center, rotate your fingertips towards your knees at any degree. You're welcome to hold it here in this stretch. You can also rock forwards and backwards, side to side. That feels good to you this morning. And coming back through center, draw your fingertips back towards the top of your mat. We're going to flip our right palm up towards the ceiling, left palm stays facing down. You're welcome to hold it here in this stretch or rock forwards and backwards, maybe side to side. Right palm facing up, left palm pressed in towards the earth. Come back to neutral spine, release your right palm down to the floor and flip your left palm up towards the ceiling. Same options here, maybe noticing how one wrist might feel different than the other. Come back to neutral spine, release your left palm down to the floor. From here, reach your left arm high, deep inhale. Exhale as you reach your left arm under and through the right side body, thread the needle. Inhale to lift, left arm high, maybe gazing up towards your left fingertips. Exhale as you draw it left arm under and through. Once more, inhale to rise, lift your left arm high. Exhale, draw that left arm even further, releasing it down to the floor, releasing your left ear or cheek to the floor, maybe to a block or the pillow if you would like. Left palm is facing up underneath your right rib cage, keeping your hips lifted. You are welcome to keep your right hand boxed out directly underneath your right shoulder. You can also extend that right arm long in front. You can bind your right hand around towards your left hip crease, opening up your right shoulder. Maintaining your breaths here. Your next exhale, if you have that right arm extended, go ahead and release it back down underneath your right shoulder. Inhale as you press up with your right hand. Reach your left arm high. Exhale, release your left arm directly underneath your left shoulder. We're going to extend our right leg long. Extend your left arm long out in front. Left hand, right foot tapping the floor. We're going to lift and lower for 3. And tap. And 2. Back remains flat. And tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Once more, we're going to hold the left arm, right leg extended. From here, we're going to crunch in for 3. Left elbow to right knee and extend. They do not have to make a connection, just moving them towards one another. One more. Extend. Exhale as you crunch. On the next one, hold the right leg extended. Release your left hand down to the floor. Lift your right leg high and then draw it up and over to the outer left edge. Gazing, looking over your left shoulder. To deepen the sensation, press into your right heel. To lessen the sensation, press into the toes, into the ball of your foot. Maybe alternating with that stretch, pressing your heel down and releasing. To neutral spine, we're going to lift that right leg high, draw it up and over to the outer right edge of your right hip, coming into gate pose. You can tuck your left toes or keep the top shoelace portion of your foot flat on the floor with your hands directly under your hips. We're going to press our hips back and then forward. You do not have to tap your hips towards your heels, just moving that direction. And forward. One more. All right, with your wrist stacked underneath your shoulders. Just going to turn here so I can face you guys. We're going to walk our hands towards our knees. Sweep your arms up high overhead. That right leg is still extended out. From here, release your right hand down your right leg. Left arm comes up high overhead. Side body stretch. Roll your left hand down to the floor or to a block. Right arm comes up high overhead. Keeping that right foot grounded. Come back, arms overhead, deep inhale. Exhale as you release your right hand down your right leg. Left bicep to left ear. Cartwheel your left hand down. This time, option to lift that right leg or just keeping it on the floor. Maybe flex your right toes. Wherever you're at, holding for 3, 2, and 1. If you have the right leg lifted, go ahead and release it down to the floor. Draw both arms back overhead. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, fold forward, releasing your hands to the floor directly under your shoulders. From here, that right leg is still out from your right hip. We're going to lift that right leg, drop back up and over the outer left side. Gaze over your left shoulder. Extend the leg, draw your knee to your nose. Kick it back. Draw that right leg up and over the outer left hip. Gaze over your left shoulder. Extend. Draw your knee to the same elbow. And extend. One more time. Draw that right leg up and over. Deep side stretch. Remembering the different stretches, pressing into the heel. Deepen the sensation. Release off your heel to lessen it. Kick your leg straight back. Draw your knee to your same elbow. Kick it back. Last time we're crossing the right leg over. From here, we're going to release that right knee behind the left. You're welcome to hold it just here, or you can walk your hands back towards your knees, sinking your hips down. So your feet are crisscrossed, and we're just drawing the hips back and releasing. To deepen the sensation, draw your feet wider. To lessen that sensation, draw your feet closer together. Just unbind your legs, releasing your right knee toward your left. Coming back to our tabletop, bump your hips side to side. And now we have the other side. Shoulders stacked over your wrist, hips over your knees. Release your right arm high, deep inhale. Exhale, reach your right hand under and through the left side body. Inhale to lift, reach up high. Exhale, tug it under and through. Left side body. Inhale to lift. Exhale as you reach it further through. Underneath your rib cage, release that right hand down to the floor. You can release your right ear or cheek to the floor, maybe to a block or your bolster or pillow. You're welcome to keep your left hand directly under your shoulder. You can also extend that left arm long. If you like, open up your left shoulder. You can tuck your left hand around towards your right hip crease. Right palm is facing up, holding here and breathing. If you have your left arm extended or binded, go ahead and release your left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale to press up. Reach your right arm high. Exhale to release. Extend your left leg straight. Extend your right arm long. We're going to lift and lower. That's 3. Hi, Lucy. 2. All right, one more. And we're going to hold that right arm, left leg lifted. Draw your left knee in, right elbow down for 3. And extend. She thought I had food. And 2. Extend. One more. Exhale as you crunch. Inhale to extend. Hold that left leg extended. Release your right hand back under your right shoulder. We're going to draw that left leg up and over the outer right hip, right edge. Just gazing, looking over your right shoulder. To deepen that stretch along your hip, press your left heel in towards the floor. To lessen that stretch, press into your toes with the ball of your foot. Holding and breathing. Great. On your next inhale, we're going to lift that left leg high. Draw that left leg over to the left side body. I can't believe I didn't kick the wall of the door. All right, so we're coming back into that gate pose. Left leg directly out from your hip, still with your palms directly under your shoulders. That right foot, you're welcome to tuck it, or you can release the top shoelace portion of your foot onto the floor. We're going to press the hips back and press it forward, stacking the shoulders back over the hips, the shoulders over the wrists. Press it back and forward. 2 more. Last one. As you rock forward, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, tuck your right toes if you had it relaxed. Walk your hands towards your right knee. Sweep your arms up high overhead as you rise up. Deep inhale. Exhale as you release your left hand down the outer left leg, right bicep to right ear. Feeling that stretch all along the right side body. Inhale to rise up, stack your shoulders over your hips, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand to the floor or to a block, left arm lifts. Keep that left leg grounded. Inhale to rise. Exhale, release your left hand down your left leg, right bicep to right ear. Maybe stretching further over that left side body. Try to high five that wall with your right hand. Come back to center. Release your right hand to the floor or to a block. You're welcome to hold it here. If you like, you can lift that left leg. Maybe flex your left toes, just holding for 3, 2, and 1. If your left leg is lifted, go ahead and release it down. Rise back up on your inhale. Bring your hands to heart center. As you exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands back out underneath your shoulders. From here, we're going to draw that left leg. Come right here. We're going to draw that left leg up and over to that side body stretch to the outer right corner, gazing over your right shoulder. All right, kick that left leg straight back. As you exhale, draw your knee to the same elbow, kick it back, up and over the right side body. Left leg, exhale, draw your knee to your elbow, kick it back, cross it over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Last time. Inhale, extend. Exhale as you cross it over. Holding and breathing. From here, we're going to release the right toes. We're going to release the left knee behind the right. Untuck your left toes. From here, you can walk your hands back, pressing your hips in towards your heels. To deepen that sensation, keep your feet at a wide crisscross. To lessen that sensation, you can draw your feet together or draw them wider. On your next breath, we're going to extend that left leg to meet the right, coming back to our tabletop. From here, we're just going to press our hips forwards and backwards. Maybe draw in a few barrel rolls if you'd like, maybe hips side to side. Walk your hands up, palm print forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, coming to downward facing dog. Biceps towards your ears. Maybe pedal your heels, lifting and lowering 1 foot at a time. Heels to the floor. Lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip, opening up your right hip. Maybe circle out that right foot. Come back, square out your hips, extend that right leg straight back. Draw your knee to your nose, round your spine. From here, step your right foot in between your palms. Holding here in low crescent. We're going to rise up, sweep your arms up overhead. Holding and breathing, sweep your arms back. As you exhale, one more time, inhale to rise. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Hold the hinge forward, draw your arms forward. We're going to pivot the left toes, we open up to warrior two. Holding here and breathing. From here, reverse your warrior. Tuck your left hand behind your back or down your left thigh. Come to warrior two. Extended side angle, right hand towards your right thigh. Left bicep to left ear. We're going to straighten that front knee coming into triangle. Right hand down to the floor or to a block. Squeeze your thighs towards one another. Rise up, reverse your triangle. And then bend into your right knee as you cartwheel your hands down. Hi, Lola. Keeping your left hand to the inside of your right foot. You can also place your hand onto a block to bring that earth closer up towards you. We're going to open up the shoulders a little bit more. Inhale, release your right hand high towards the ceiling. Circle out your right wrist. You can gaze up or you can gaze down. You can also release your left knee at any time. From here, circle out your shoulder forwards and backwards. Draw your right hand down, framing your right foot. We're going to step our right leg back. Coming to high plank, you can also release your knees down. We're going to lower down for 3, 2, and 1. Once you get there, give me 1 mini cobra. Release down. Walk your hands towards your lowest rib and press that full cobra. Tuck your toes, come through tabletop or directly downward facing dog. pelvic hairs, your heels. My goodness, I can talk this morning. We're going to do that one more time on the opposite side. And then we've got a lot of stretching. We're nice and warm. Lower the heels, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog, biceps to ears. Bend your left knee, stack your left hip. Maybe circle out your left ankle, opening up your left hip here. Square out your hips, left leg is straight. Draw your knee to your nose, round your spine to get that knee high, and then step through between your palms. Your back leg is lifted. Inhale to rise, arms overhead, shoulders stacked over your hips. Find your focus. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. One more, inhale to rise. Exhale as you hinge forward, arms sweep back. Hold the hinge in your upper body as you draw your arms around in front. We're going to pivot the back right foot as we open up warrior two. Open the right arm high. Keep that bend in your front left knee. Holding here and breathing. Release your right hand behind your back or down your right leg, left ear, left bicep to left ear. Come back through warrior two. Come into extended side angle, left hand down to your left hip, right bicep to right ear. Holding and breathing. Straighten that front left leg, coming into triangle. Left hand down to the floor or to a block. Right arm reaches up high overhead. Reverse. Right hand tucks behind your back. Left bicep to left ear. On your next exhale, bend into your left knee. Cartwheel your hands down. At any point, you can lower your right knee down to the floor, untucking your right toes. Keep your right hand on the floor inside your left foot or on a block. Lift your left arm high. Open up your shoulder. Circle out your left wrist. Put your shoulder down and around. And back. Draw your left hand down to the outside of your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Sweep your left leg back. Coming to high plank. Or release your knees down. Elbows stay tucked and we're going to lower down for 3, 2, and 1. Releasing all the way down. Give me 2 mini cobras. Press up. Release down. Very nice. One more. And extend your right arm out to a T. Your left hand remains directly under your left shoulder. Relax your right leg. We're going to lift the left leg, draw it up and over to the outer right hip. Allow your left hip and right shoulder to open. And just relaxing your right ear or cheek on the floor. Onto your belly. Once your hips touch, release your right hand to your right shoulder. Give me 1 mini cobra. Release down. Extend your left arm long, directly out from your shoulder. Keep your right hand directly under your right shoulder. Relax your left leg. Lift your right leg high. Draw it up and over to the outer left edge. Just relaxing your left ear, cheek to the floor. Holding and breathing. Come back onto your belly, releasing your right hip down to the floor. Once you get there, walk your left hand in underneath your left shoulder. Press up, mini cobra. Release down. Walk your hands under your shoulders, press up. Coming through tabletop, tuck your toes, coming through downward facing dog. We're gonna lift our right leg high, three-legged dog, and then draw your right knee in towards your right elbow, coming into half pigeon. You can also come onto your back, drawing your right knee in towards your right shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. You're welcome to grab those blocks and walk your arms up, bringing the blocks by your side. You can fold forward here, opening up the hip, maybe rocking side to side. Gently roll up. We're going to sweep that left leg around, draw your right hip down to the floor, maintain a bend into your left knee, lower that left leg, sole of your right foot comes to the inside of your left leg, grab your bolster and your blocks. You can place the blocks underneath your left knee if you like to have it bent, placing the bolster on top of your left thigh. Reach your arms up high overhead and swan dive forward. Swan dive forward. Just gently placing your chin or an ear onto that pillow, reaching for your toes. You can also grab that strap here. Perfect opportunity to use a strap, placing it around the arch of your foot and folding forward. Again, it can be with or without a block underneath your left knee. Your left knee can be bent or it can be straight and just folding forward. Exhale, gently rise up. Come back, find your tabletop position. Pat around your toes, bring your hands up, palm front forward. Lift your hips up, coming downward facing dog. Biceps to ears. Lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee. And then draw your left knee towards your left breast, coming into half pigeon. You're also welcome to stay on your back if you like, drawing that left knee up towards your left shoulder, avoiding the rib cage. Drawing that right leg back if you want to open up that hip. You can also place a block under your left hip here. You're welcome to walk your hands back on the floor or on blocks. Maybe gaze up, looking up. Squeeze your right glute to release your right quad. Whenever you're ready, you can hinge forward, placing your forearms on blocks or on the floor. Maybe rocking your hips side to side. Exhale, gently walk your hands towards your hips. Keep a bend into that right knee. We're going to rock onto our left hip. Swing your right leg forward, drawing it to directly out in front. The left sole of your right foot is into your right leg. If you'd like, grab a block. You can place it under your right knee to give you some elevation with that right knee. You can also grab a strap, place it around the arch of your right foot, folding forward, bending into your elbows. Or you can grab a bolster, place it on top of your right leg, and just fold forward. Chin, forehead, or ear onto that pillow, or a bolster, or your knee. Wherever you're at, gently rise up, come back, find a tabletop position. We're going to pat out those toes. All right, come to your left or right hip. Come find a seated position, bending into your knees, feet are flat on the floor, arms by your side. You can also have your hands on a block or on the back side of your thighs. We're going to roll back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently roll all the way back. Draw your legs up towards the ceiling, hands towards the ceiling, point, flex, circle out your ankle, circle out your wrist. When you're ready, lower the legs, slow and controlled. Bring your hands by your side, palms facing up. And you can also bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Any comfortable position for you. Squeezing everything, squeeze your toes, your calves, your glutes. Clench your fists, squeeze your shoulders, scrunch your shoulders up towards your ears, and then release everything. Everything relaxed, pressing into your mat. Back to your breath. Tuck your knees in towards your chest. Roll yourself to the left or right side. Curl yourself into a tiny ball. And then pressing yourself up with your left or right hand. Coming to a comfortable position. Crisscross applesauce, soles of your feet to touch. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Hands to heart center. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of your weekend. My name's Amanda. Namaste. Thank you all.